Some of you might be wondering why I support the work of Pennsylvania Interfaith Power Light, and might also be asking yourself, should I support the work of Pennsylvania Interfaith Power and Light by making a donation during the months of May? So I thought I'd give you a little tour around my town, show you some of the examples of the work that PAIPL does and some of the things that they do to help spark change. I'm here at University Mennonite Church, which is where I'm on staff and where my family and I attend. UMC has been a supporter of the work of PAIPL for a number of years, and I think partially because of that connection to an organization that expresses our deepest concerns and our values, it's led to some interesting decisions in terms of adding things like the solar panels, the solar array that you can see here on our church, that was added just in the last year, and the addition of things like raised garden beds, which not only provide food but provide a food source for some of our local refugee families. I think that these are things that are easier to do when you're a part of a network of people of faith who have similar kinds of values, and I'm glad that our church has connected in this way. My first video this year, I mentioned my friend Dr. John Brockup. He is a Penn State professor, also the founder of the PAIPL bike trip from State College to DC that happened for many years. Right behind me is a home that he owns that solar array has been added to. It's one of John's favorite things to check up on his solar array and see just how much clean energy the sun is providing to our community through solar power and solar arrays. One more sign and symbol of the way that PAIPL connects people to work at a greener future. I'm here at Walnut Springs Park. You can see the sign behind me. This is one of the many fantastic parks here in the borough of State College. But if you're a longtime resident, you know that in the past this park was pretty overgrown with really thick invasive species growth. And over the last several years, Greg Williams, Pennsylvania Interfaith Power and Light board member, has been hard at work with volunteer groups to remove those invasives and plant thousands, literally thousands and thousands of native species of trees here in this beautiful streamside park that continues to bounce back and flourish in some pretty amazing ways. One of the many things that PAIPL does for the good of our planet, to bring people together from different walks of life and different faith traditions. Really proud of this place in particular. One of the things I appreciate most about PAIPL is their advocacy work, not just in encouraging people to contact their representatives, but faith communities to write letters, to show up in person. And that was one of the really neat things about the bike trips in the past, was actually getting to meet with our representatives and congresspeople and speak up on behalf of the climate crisis. This is our State College Friends meeting. It's an example of another one of our faith-based organizations here in town that does an incredible job to live out their faith here with solar panels, community garden, school, really trying to embody an ethic that lives out a call to faith-based response to the climate crisis. Here at Congregation Brit Shalom, one of our Jewish siblings and allies in working to fight climate crisis. Also a member of our local Interfaith Human Services, and yeah, another example of when you start a network of people of faith, interesting places you find allies and friends in endeavor. Next up on our tour is Faith United Church of Christ. Our friends at Faith have been longtime supporters of the work of PAIPL, and as you can see from their beautiful church building, an advocate for a just world for all. Incredible friends and peers and collaborators and supporters, and Pastor Jess and her people are wonderful people. And speaking of good people, I'm going to clip in and ride just a little bit over here to St. Paul's United Methodist Church, the Abba Java Student Coffee Shop, and Wesley Foundation at Penn State. They are another congregation that has supported the work of Pennsylvania Interfaith Power Light in the past. They run a fantastic free student coffee shop and try their best to practice good stewardship by taking food items that might be disposed of because they're longer than a day old and serving them to college students so they don't go to waste. A beautiful painted banner on the side of their building, and just an incredible ally in terms of justice work in our community. It'd be foolish of me if I didn't talk about the benefits of living and working in a college town. It's a huge benefit for relationship building when you've got an institution like that, especially one that does so much work in climate research. Just on time, the bells are ringing for us. Penn State is a pretty incredible and powerful institution. PAIPL has even had a student organization here in the past, and lots of faculty who helped support the bike trip, founded of course by Professor Brockop, and lots of other ways that they continue to work for a cleaner future, especially in their sustainability offices. We're fortunate in this town to have a bunch of really wonderful bike shops, but my local shop is this one right over here. This is Freestyle Cycles. They sell some incredible bike brands, and they have sponsored the PAIPL bike ride in the past, supporting us and our work for climate justice. If you're in town and you need a bike shop, I highly recommend Freestyle. Here, I think is going to be my last faith stop. This is State College Presbyterian Church. They are an incredible congregation as well. Lots of good friends there, and their former lead pastor, Dean Lindsay, was even a IPL cyclist riding from State College to DC. Again, I just keep saying this, but it reiterates the importance of knowing your allies as we work together for climate justice, knowing your neighbors, knowing your friends, and finding ways that we can collaborate and work together. I think that's all for today. I just noticed I have a flat tire, or a tire that's going flat, so I guess I need to head home and figure out how to fix it. Till next time. So I knew this would happen. I knew I'd probably forget someone, and I'm sure I'm forgetting more, but another one of the congregations that supports the work of PAIPL and has in the past, St. Andrew's Episcopal, right here in town. I think Pastor Jeff has even done some bike trip blessings in the past, if I'm not forgetting. And actually just up ahead of us here too, how could I forget, University Baptist and Brethren Church has been the location of some of our bike trip send-offs, and their old pastor, Pastor Bonnie, has been another advocate for being people of faith who care about the earth and the climate.